Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. We have the readings for today, and we will go ahead and jump into Guild Factions with Tyler. Let's adjust that slightly. That should be good. All right, let's go ahead and have the readings for today for April 19th, 2026. Just looking at one thing real quick. Hold on. I want to check something. That's probably why. Yep, that would do it. I was looking at the stream and it looked very fuzzy. I was curious. It was doing a lower output. It was. That's so I need to you know, focus now. And these are the readings for the third Sunday of Easter. The first reading for today is from Acts 2. Then Peter stood up with the 11, raised his voice and proclaimed, "You who are Jews, indeed, all of you staying in Jerusalem, let this be known to you and listen to my words. You who are Israelites, hear these words. Jesus the Nazarene was a man commended to you by God. Mighty deeds, wonders, and signs, which God worked through him in your midst, as you yourselves know. This man, delivered up by the set plan and foreknowledge of God, you killed using lawless men to crucify him. But God raised him up, releasing him from the throes of death, because it was impossible for him to be held by it. For David says of him, I saw the Lord ever before me. With him at my right hand I shall not be disturbed. Therefore my heart has been glad, my tongue has exulted. My flesh too will dwell in hope, because you will not abandon my soul to the netherworld. Nor will you suffer your Holy One to see corruption. You have made known to me the path of life. You will fill me with joy in your presence. My brothers, one can confidently say to you about the patriarch David that he died and was buried, and his tomb is in our midst to this day. But since he was a prophet and knew that God has sworn an oath to him that he would set one of his descendants upon his throne, he foresaw and spoke of the resurrection of the Christ. But neither was he abandoned to the netherworld, nor did his flesh see corruption. God raised this Jesus, of this we are all witnesses, exalted the right hand of God, to receive the promise of the Holy Spirit from the Father, and poured him forth as you see and hear. The psalm for today is Psalm 16. Lord, you will show us the path of life. Keep me, O God, for in you I take refuge. I say to the Lord, my Lord are you. O Lord, my allotted portion, my cup, you it is who hold fast my lot. Lord, you will show us the path of life. I bless the Lord who counsels me. Even in the night, my heart exhorts me. I set the Lord ever before me. With him at my right hand I shall not be disturbed. Lord, you will show us the path of life. Therefore my heart is glad, and my soul rejoices. My body too abides in confidence. You will not abandon my soul to the netherworld, nor will you suffer your faithful one to undergo corruption. Lord, you will show us the path of life. You will show me the path to life, abounding joy in your presence, the lights at your right hand forever. Lord, you will show us the path of life. The second reading for today is from 1 Peter. Beloved, if you invoke as Father him who judges impartially, according to each one's works, conduct yourselves with reverence during the time of your sojourning, realizing that you were ransomed from your futile conduct handed on by your ancestors, not with perishable things like silver or gold, but with the precious blood of Christ, as of a spotless, unblemished lamb. He was known before the foundation of the world, but revealed in the final time for you, who through him believe in God, raised him from the dead and gave him glory, so that your faith and hope are in God. Alleluia, alleluia. Lord Jesus, open the scriptures to us. Make our hearts burn while you speak to us. Alleluia, alleluia. Gospel for today is from Luke chapter 24. That very day, the first day of the week, two of Jesus' disciples were going to a village 7 miles from Jerusalem called Emmaus. And they were conversing about all the things that had occurred. And it happened that while they were conversing and debating, Jesus himself drew near and walked with them. But their eyes were prevented from recognizing him. He asked them, "What are you discussing as you walk along?" They stopped, looking downcast. One of them, named Cleopas, said to him in reply, "Are you the only visitor to Jerusalem who does not know the things that have taken place there in these days?" And he replied to them, "What sort of things?" They said to him, "The things that happened to Jesus the Nazarene, who was a prophet mighty in deed and word before God and all the people. Our chief priests and rulers both handed him over to a sentence of death and crucified him. But we were hoping that he would be the one to redeem Israel. And besides all this, it is now the third day since this took place." The women from our group, however, have astounded us. They were at the tomb early in the morning, did not find the body. They came back and reported that they had indeed seen a vision of angels, who announced that he was alive. And some of those went with us went to the tomb, found things just as the woman had described, but him they did not see. And he said to them, "Oh, how foolish you are! How slow of heart to believe all that the prophets spoke. Was it not necessary that the Christ should suffer these things and enter into his glory?" Then beginning with Moses and all the prophets, he interpreted to them what referred to him in all the scriptures. As they approached the village to which they were going, he gave the impression that he was going on farther. But they urged him, "Stay with us, for it is nearly evening, and the day is almost over." So he went in to stay with them. And it happened that while he was with them at the table, he took bread, said the blessing, broke it, and gave it to them. With that their eyes were opened, and they recognized him, but he vanished from their sight. Then they said to each other, "Were not our hearts burning within us? He spoke to us on the way and opened the scriptures to us?" So they set out at once and returned to Jerusalem, where they found gathered together the 11 and those with them who were saying, "The Lord has truly been raised and has appeared to Simon." Then the two recounted what had taken place on the way, and how he was made known to them in the breaking of bread, the gospel of the Lord. Praise be to you, Lord Jesus Christ. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. All right, let's go ahead and jump into Discord with Tyler. Hey, Tyler, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing well.
Good. Let me be right there then, and then we can get started.
Yeah.
So we
It's been a
were
while,
just.
but now
It has, yeah.
We're doing the trial for the Luxons. They have like a tournament thing every year.
Yeah, and we're trying to get the beer from them so we can go ahead and have another weapon against Shiro Tagachi. Tagachi?
Yeah.
Shiro. How about that?
Yeah.
Yes. I like this mission more than the other one, which is interesting because I think I prefer the main Kurzik mission after this better than the Luxon one, but that's because Gala Hatchery is... It certainly is a mission of all time. Mm-hmm. That's for later.
I noticed there's a few like elite skills that are potentially interesting to me. There's Barrage, which is for my ranger, and then Dragon Slash, which is a high adrenaline cost that sword thing that gives me adrenaline back.
That's fair. Yeah, I was gonna say Barrage is good, so that makes sense. And then the other one did sound good too. So Barrage is a staple, I would say. Oh, here they come.
Oh, they've got resurrection somehow.
Yeah, I'm noticing that too. Which makes it especially annoying with the Luxon Ranger here, who has heal as 1, so they stay alive for even longer.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we should have a fair amount of... What am I thinking? I'll think of it eventually. Morale boost, because there'll be a couple bosses, so that part's good at least.
Yeah. This is... Oh, this had 2 bosses.
Yeah.
So I've already got Dragon Slash.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Dragon Slash is a pretty good one, honestly. It's not 100 Blades, but I think it is kind of slept on. Yeah. I do like Dragon Slash.
It feels like it fills a similar role to my current one of Auspicious Parry, but I feel like Parry is a lot better at getting adrenaline because you don't need 10 to start.
That's true. Dragon Slash does have a high adrenaline requirement, so that is a good point about the trade-off.
This does seem to be a fast mission, at least, because I've already gotten both the elite skills that I wanted.
I'd say so. I don't think that there's any ritualist, unfortunately. There might be a monk one, but
Yeah, it's 2 rangers and then all of the prophecies ones except for necromancer. So
fair.
they don't have monk or they don't have ritualist or assassin.
Yeah, which is
Feels
interesting, but I
weird.
know that there's going to be one next mission too, so. Immediately I know that. Oh, don't die, Dunkara. Immediately I know that because that's the elite skill that I want, so that's why I've done a little bit of research into that.
You have bested our champions and earned the right to fight Zu Hanuku. I believe this is what you came for. The
Yep.
spear of Archimedes is yours.
Alright, but we're just
Thank
gonna
you,
leave now.
Valkyria.
Bye.
We accept the spear and
I'm
the
looking the
honor
wrong
of
way
fighting
on my
the
screen.
Kraken.
Yeah.
We shall make you proud.
Yes, I expect you shall.
Alright. Let's go beat up the Kraken.
Are you able to attack while you're using the spear, like in melee
No.
range?
I don't.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure no, but let's double check. Honestly,
They
it
just
would.
make it sound like you should be able to.
I was gonna say, honestly, it'd be kind of fun if they made it so that you could as Paragon, since they do use spears. So if they would have thought of that, that would have been kind of great. I don't blame them for not thinking of that, but it would have been pretty cool.
I don't know if there would be a good attribute to, or like way to assign it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to say that the spear is a sword,
Yeah.
and you didn't have spears back here. And when they did have spears, they were ranged. Well, this implies melee.
That is true. I think it's faster if we go to the right, if memory serves.
Okay. First, we have to take out every enemy that even blinks at us.
Yeah, as I say, unfortunately, these Nagar wanted to come along and be like, hey, what if we distract you? Like, no, we're good, thanks. Unfortunately, since it does make more sense for me to carry the spear, I still have less energy at the moment, so that part does happen to be slightly unfortunate. But what you're gonna do? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we should just be able to come along here now. Yeah.
We've got our spear leveled up pretty far. It's at level 5
We do.
now.
Yeah. I was gonna save it for when we found Zu Hanuku.
Yeah.
And then hope that I could get another chance to use it.
That Leviathan claws. Oh, just all of the water things are higher level.
Yeah. Nope, did not mean to do that. Misclick. That's fine. No creeping carp. No, we don't need you guys. Go away. It's not like it's the biggest deal, but it's like, buddy, you're slowing us down. We don't need that. I was kind of hoping these Kraken spawn would move out of the way, but is what it is.
I do have that key from last time. Way
Hey,
back
that works
when.
perfect. I'll say that works perfectly, but yeah. So I guess I should tell chat. Unfortunately, I was having back issues last week. Tyler was sick, so we just decided to take a week off, but we are back, and hopefully there's no more, because I know that, as Tyler pointed out to me, there's been a couple times where it has happened, unfortunately, but I mean, you know, that's... Haas, no, come back! We just want to go for Zuhanuku. And maybe we do have to go for the Kraken spawn, and I'm misremembering. That would not surprise me, truth be told.
Well, we've ended up split a little bit.
Yeah, but not too bad, I'm coming. I think the Jade weapons do look good, even if that was only a gold, so you got that part going for you, at least. Or, purple, not gold, pardon me.
It's a channeling thing, so I need to have a ritualist first.
Fair.
I saw that projectile. That's me. Presumably.
Alright, let's go beat up a giant squid. Ow.
Level 30.
Yeah, he's not too scary, though. Jeez! I forgot just how much the spear did if you charge it up all the way. Yeah, if only there was some more Kraken spawn so we could keep charging it. Oh, there's some bones.
Yep. 23 of them.
Yeah, I'd say this one's a lot faster than the Kurzik one, which is why I like it. 'Cause, like, in and out, and you're done. Plus, as I was saying on our last night, I do like the ocean, so that's a big part of it, I'll admit.
The Kraken is dead.
Also, hello, Guild Wars Prophecies music.
A more well-deserved victory I have not witnessed.
Thank you, Togo.
Master Togo! Master Togo!
Menlo, come celebrate with us. We have the Spear of Archimedes.
It's none too soon. Shiro is on the move.
What? Where?
He was last seen in the Undercity, below Kaineng.
Then
Back
we
to
must
the
go to the
Undercity.
Undercity. We will take this fight to Shiro.
Yeah, this is a challenge area.
Yeah.
Not sure if that's important.
No, it's just like the other one. It's like, we could do it, we don't have to do it right now, though, so... It's fine.
No, we're going back into the city already.
Yeah, we got one last mission, and then we'll come back this way. They just try to pique your interest, and that's about it. I wonder if I could get into Cavalon at the moment. Oh, maybe not at the moment. Okay. Oh yeah. I think after that, just back to. That's right. That's why I wanted to grab Matu Keep, because Matu Keep just happens to be really close to everything. So.
Yeah. Well, we already sort of used it to get to from Luxon to from Kurzik to
That's
Luxon.
true. That is a good point.
And I have done some exploring in the time where we were playing like the pre-searing and the week that we didn't play, and I learned that there is like a path back in from Matu Keep.
What do you mean by path back in from Matu Keep? Like
You can go like northwest and it leads
Oh.
back into the main city, and it's not just
Yeah.
a separate spot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you look at it does lead back into the Shenzhen tunnels. I just don't remember if you can access Matu Keep from the other side. You might be able to. I am kind of curious about that, not gonna lie. But yes, that's true. But yeah,
But I didn't test that.
that's fair. Well, back to Matu Keep, it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Father Evan tried the chili lime mango peeps on his stream, and I'm wondering if he got a bad batch. Because these aren't so bad. He was just saying all they tasted was like chili and lime. I'm not noticing any chili or lime. I'm noticing a very faint mango, and that's about it. I'm just kind of curious about that. It does bring back memories. How are you doing, Forsaken Leave? I am enjoying playing through this with Tyler, since this is his first time playing through factions all the way.
Oh, yeah. I forget if we both got that or just I got the quest for the challenge.
I haven't gotten the quest for the challenge yet, but could always come back to it and do it another time.
Yeah. He just mentioned it, I think.
Would you still have your account from back then? It's possible that you would still have your account. You might have to go ahead and message ArenaNet about that. I've heard they can be kind of hit or miss, because I still have my account back from when I played in the old days. This is my original account. If you still happen to have your CD keys, then it's a much more likely chance. If you don't have your CD keys, I've heard they can be a little more difficult in some issues. But if you have your email, you probably could reset your account password and you'd probably be fine. But yeah, to my knowledge, they don't delete the accounts unless they're banned, basically. So you should still have your account from them. And if you ever played Guild Wars 2, and you link your accounts, it should just be tied to your Guild Wars 2 account, actually, now that I think about it. Or technically, your Guild Wars 2 account should be tied to your Guild Wars 1 account, since this came first. They're playing on the same servers, so just keeping them updated, etc., etc.
Hey.
That's part of the reason why Guild Wars 1 is so cheap to maintain, because they made it cheap to maintain intentionally, to keep server costs down, which has been appreciated, honestly. And then with the new content that they've been releasing, even if it's been a small little trickle here and there, it has been appreciated. Like, even Prophecies has a little bit of new content now. I'm curious what other new content they'll do, but I guess we'll see. Have to see over time.
Yeah, it's all been pre-searing in a way that's like unobtrusive to the main game up until they added Devona as a hero now.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's like the first thing that's not just currency changes, that's kind of big.
Yeah. I guess the only other real change they did have a skills update, so that I guess that's probably the other one. But yeah, even that didn't affect super amounts. So
yeah, to my understanding, it was like underused skills.
Yeah, just trying to make them a little more viable, basically, which is appreciated because that was one of the. I know that since it was 15 years basically without any updates, that they the meta is pretty well laid out, but it is nice for them to go ahead and change it up and encourage it a little bit. Yeah, I was gonna say, you should still have your account then, Forsaken. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't. Oh, we gotta go to Red Soup Pavilion now? Oh, alright. I guess I'll meet you kind of.
Okay. Jeez, all the way back there immediately.
Yeah. And we'll probably have to tell him he is still a henchman. I think there's been some rumors that he might become a hero. Is that right, Tyler?
What character?
Talon Silverwing, or is that just speculation by the two of us?
He's only... I think he's only henchman. I don't know of any reason for him to become a hero other than the fact that there are now henchmen becoming heroes, but it's like the big one, yeah. Devona.
Yeah, I was gonna say Devona is the first new hero, and we'll see if I would assume there will be new ones, but there's much sadness. Yeah. Hey, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. The man knows no name. Why is there much sadness in your heart today? The Emperor's Hand and the Emperor are both here. Grab these quests. Let's see. The Canthian Empire suffered gravely. So many lives lost, so many families torn apart. My heart is heavy with the loss. Okay. Let's go into the sewers.
And then our next quest is to reinforce Commander Jai.
So I think it's just back to Matsu Keep, basically.
Yeah, I guess so.
Basically permission to go to the next spot, which is a little funny, honestly. Oh, the world has been robbed of 8 children. What happened, man? Was there an attack or something that happened today? I wasn't aware of any major news at the moment. I'm sorry to hear that, though. It is always terrible. Yeah, some nut job. Oh no, what happened in Louisiana? I probably don't want to know, do I? I'll look it up here later. Definitely keep them in. I'll definitely keep them in my prayers, though. Both the children and the attacker, because I am sad about the attacker, but I always want people to repent and the best for them. So that is, yeah. Yeah, I still need to get Fisher wool armor. One of these days I will get it. I just don't have it yet, honestly. It was a domestic violence. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Put it lightly. How the heck did there get a wolf over here? What?
Oh yeah, I noticed that in the recent update they mentioned like some 2025.
That's right, yeah.
Contest or something.
Yeah, that's right. I remember reading about that too, but I haven't looked more into it. So, but yes. No, it is. I agree with that, man with no name. There's a lot of violence here. See, I was about to say there's a lot of violence in the world today, and there is a lot of violence in the world today. But I don't know if there's more violence or if it's the same amount. We're just hearing about it because the news is pushing it on us. Not that that makes it any less sad, mind you. That is terrible. Only, yeah. I probably got so many birthday... Yeah, I was gonna say, you probably do have a lot of birthday gifts. I'm hoping they give some reason to trade in birthday gifts, but honestly, there's not much point to it, because, like, once you get the mini pets that you need for the Hall of Monuments, although I guess you could use them again for the next character, so I guess not. I guess I take that back, is what I'm trying to say. Oh. I am dazed, but that's fine, I guess. Daze is always kind of scary to get on you, not gonna lie, when you're a spellcaster.
Yeah.
Only, yeah. Hold on. I guess I'll look up real quickly. Yeah.
We're literally just going exactly where we were
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
I feel like we could have skipped the Emperor talk.
I agree with that. I think it basically just triggers... Go ahead, sorry.
Skipped, waited, or did it before starting to go down here.
Yeah. I think it basically just triggers, we're gonna have to do a, defense and hold the line. Although these warriors don't seem very, these afflicted don't seem very attacking, not gonna lie.
Yeah, these ones... I noticed they got poisoned by one of our people before they even started moving, and they never started moving.
I'm wondering if that might have just messed with their, AI, honestly. Oh, not just 8 kids, it was women too. Man. Or maybe they just got shot, which still isn't good. Where's my heal? How long do I need heals? Fire hurt? Fire hurt bad. Yeah, about, as you said, from 1 to 14. That's not okay. The 2 survivors being 2 women. Yes. I guess the good news is at least the 2 women did live, so that is good. And I do hope that they do recover, and I hope that they all find solace in God. Not that it'll make it any easier, because it's hard, to say the least.
Feels like we keep getting closer and closer to something, but finally something of interest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is probably where the story, like, we've been getting bits and pieces, but I definitely would say that this is where it starts to really pick up.
I just meant this cutscene in general. We were like panning over for forever.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I think it was trying to show this is how Shiro's making the afflicted.
Yeah. We could have started here, though.
That's true. That's true.
Arrived. Good. Let them come.
Finally, I get my elite skill that I want. Alright, I should empty my inventory. I guess we should probably turn on our daily mission too.
Session.
I do really like this location. I find it very pretty, which is interesting for me to say since it's, you know, most of Canth, you know, the city of Canth is kind of ugly, but I do really like this area in particular. Admittedly, it probably does help that there is some nicer buildings here, even if they are surrounded by just dog water buildings too, so that probably does happen to help.
Oh, there's a quest over here. Oh, this is just the turn-in point. Okay.
Jeez, that's kind of awful. Sorry, I was looking at the text for Sunjang district. So the area was converted to living quarters after the Jade Wind obliterated much of the countryside. As flocks of refugees made their way into Kaineng City, the Celestial Ministry sent them to Sunjang district, where they were assigned to a street block and allowed to build a 10-foot by 10-foot living space. Like, geez, that is that's a family. That's dang small, and it's like, woof. That's enough to, you know. Oh, one second. Where did that go? That's like, you know, enough to lay down in, and that's mostly about it at that point.
Yeah. And we need condition removing. And we need to get rid of the rifts.
But do we need condition removal? I mean, it probably would help.
Yeah, I was talking to Royal Guard Kazuya.
Gotcha.
Pretty standard, other than the 3 tips, which mention basically there's going to be like infinite new creatures coming from rifts.
Yeah.
Until we destroy the rifts, and then that there's a lot of traps, and we should have condition removing skills.
I'm trying to see if I have any. Remove a hex. I don't think I have any condition. Why don't I have any condition removal on you, Ogden? To be honest, that's interesting.
Yeah, I've got purge condition on Dunkoro, which removes all conditions from one person, but it's got like a 20-second cooldown.
Yeah.
It's not
great, yeah.
repeatable frequently.
Let me see what I have for
hexes, though. I could remove hex to give him antidote signet for himself.
Yeah. Do I not have any condition removal? I have to have. Oh. No, that's not condition removal. Go upstairs. Oh, maybe protection prayers. I could see that. Raw condition. That's interesting.
You do at least have remove condition, like, from the no attributes, which is what I have.
Yeah, I'm looking at protection prayers too. There's a couple of them that are interesting, honestly. Yeah, I think I'll go with that one just because of how, yeah. Yeah, okay. Draw conditions. It's not quite a heal, but I mean, we'll go with draw conditions. That should be fine. Hopefully. Hopefully he just doesn't kill himself when he draws the conditions.
Yeah.
That's like my one concern, honestly.
I'm gonna go turn in the Zaishin mission.
That's fair. I'll do the same. In 1 second, that is. I'm just exploring Sunjang District real quickly.
Ooh, I got Luxon faction for it.
Yeah, we love Lux Infection. Let's go. As long as you don't redeem it, you should be fine.
No, apparently I've already gotten Luxon faction before because I'm at
Yeah,
5.5k.
from just doing the mission, you would have gotten some. That makes sense.
Oh yeah, right. Because I've got 3k Kurzik.
Yeah.
So it all maths out.
I'll be there in 1 second. Trying to do one quick thing.
Yeah, the current mission is Black Tide Den, which is very early nightfall.
Oh, is that today's mission?
Yes.
I didn't realize that. Let me go grab that then. I was just trying to make the Luxons like me again. Since I was Kurzik for a while, they did not like me, so it's like, please, just like me again. We go to Embark Beach. I'll just go to Great Temple Balthazar, because it's a little faster, honestly.
Yeah. I like how it's much smaller and there's only one place you teleport into.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll do Black Tide down on this character, but I mean, I can at least grab it. Worst comes to worst, I decide, nah, I'll do a different one, so.
Yeah.
That's alright. Alright, let's go. I'll meet you back at Canning Center. I'll need to deposit my copper real quickly. Aside from that, should be ready, honestly.
Yeah.
Turn report, there it is. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Hmm? Yeah. Right. Oh yeah, that'll be interesting. You'll probably have to drop one on occasion. I guess I'll hold the Urn of St. Victor. Then you'll probably just have to drop the spear on occasion.
Yeah.
If we can get the Ritualist one first, that would be great. I don't know if we can, but that would be nice.
Yeah, I was wondering what skills there are. Oh, there's 100 blades.
Oh, there's 100 blades here? Yo, well.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I forgot you could get 100 blades here.
Yeah, there's one of each for every profession this time.
Yeah. I can see that. I do see that, in fact. One. More damage I take. More I can charge up the turn. I forgot about that. With the spear, it's a lot easier to charge up the spear. All you have to do is just be near it. Yeah. You think these are supposed to be in
kill or be killed?
Yeah. You think these are supposed to be incinerators in the background over there? Like, I kind of think they are. I'm not gonna lie. A little grim, but at the same time would make sense. That would probably be the way they think you get rid of the affliction, so.
I don't see what background you mean. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like where I was standing, and so I didn't bother looking further that way.
Ah, that's fair. That's fair. Dunkrow, come up here. Come up here, buddy. As soon as I get this elite skill, I'll be in a much better position, honestly, because it'll make my ritualist spells be free for the next, like, X amount of casts, but that's enough that it'll help substantially, honestly. I thought we gotta choose which order, but no, it looks like we have to go in a specific order. That's an assassin. That's not what I wanted. I don't think it's the boss anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much, but...
Oh, that was the spear.
The spear, once it gets charged up, is pretty good, honestly. Do you want to go left or right?
I don't know. Oh, I saw Shiro on the map.
Yeah, he's just down there. Unfortunately, we gotta get all the spirit shields before we can actually nuke him. I am looking forward to the next Game of Favorites Archipelago, though. I'm doing Dark Souls 2 this time, as well as Mega Man 3, since they just officially added Mega Man 3, so I'm curious how that one functions, honestly. Dark Souls 2 is admittedly in beta, so I did kind of want to test that one because I was curious. Yeah, like, I think we can just go past him and he might not attack us, I can't remember, but it also won't do anything, so. Another Spirit of Portal. Doesn't look like we found any bosses yet. That's unfortunate, but I mean, expected. Immediately, I'm trying to remember if all the bosses just spawn at the very end of this mission, as that might be what they do.
Here's more traps.
Yeah. As long as we don't step on them, they're not too bad, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we can just, oh, alright. So we don't have to fight those, that's... I find it interesting that Shiro doesn't consider himself immortal when he absolutely is. I get that, obviously, you know, he's somewhat of a he's supposed to be somewhat of a Grim Reaper, but like, buddy, you still died, so you're being a silly Billy, a silly Billy.
I mean, a spirit could be immortal even if it comes from a mortal.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm not sure how it works here, or if that's like not true.
Right. I guess that's a good point, yeah. Oh. Alright, so I don't think we need to go that way. I think we can... it might be faster just to avoid them if we just walk past Shiro and go this way. Like, as long as Shiro doesn't attack us, then there's, why not, you know?
Yeah.
Boss, you cannot attack him at the moment, bud. Come on. I know you want to, but it's not gonna do anything. This Spirited Portal seems very unprotected, not gonna lie. Maybe we just got lucky here. Oh, here comes some from behind us, careful.
Oh yeah.
It was done for unfortunately.
Yeah.
Might be another group coming up right now, just ahead. Nope, they're walking away from us, perfect. Okay, so we can go for the Spirited Portals right now then.
Yep.
Now we'll just walk back the way we came. I think this is probably the hardest one just because of the poison. It's not that big a deal, obviously, since we were able to mostly bypass it, but it's still like, yeah, I'm glad we got it taken care of.
Yeah.
I think this way worked just fine.
I thought some enemies might be approaching our arrows, but there was still some distance.
Yeah, so there's still some enemies here though because of it looks like it's just a monk actually, which isn't too bad.
It was just a monk. Oh.
Yeah, as I say, now there's a little bit more, but nothing we can't handle. Nope, got dazed. I love daze, even when I walk around what causes the daze.
Oh,
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
just hanging out.
Oh, from behind.
Playing the PSP.
That's fair.
Are the game's oldest super old? Yes. But did it make me feel young again? Yes.
Fair. I understand how that goes. Oh yeah, I forgot we couldn't let Menlo or Togo die. Fair enough. I was trying to run away so that way we could go ahead and revive him, but forgot that aspect.
Yeah. I'm not sure if there was much we could do once we were like surrounded by groups.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll do it a little bit different this time. We might go left and then just go around in a circle because it was trying to avoid the enemies, but you know. There we go. Not too bad at all. Yeah, I don't think this will be nearly as bad as the temple, so it should be fine. I remember Tanakai Temple, and I never want to go back.
This gets a different name at a certain point. It became the Green Spear.
Oh, it became the Green Spear?
Supreme Spear of Archer.
Oh.
Or whatever.
I'll have to check to see if the urn changes. That's
It's off right now, which is weird. Monk is burning himself so that I can't get to.
You see the monk was burning himself?
Yeah, the afflicted monk. You can see it's like on. Its corpse is on the fire.
Yeah. I thought you meant like Dunkuro or Ogden. I was like, Ogden is drawing stuff to him, so I wasn't sure if that's what you meant. But okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
My spear is no longer supreme.
That's unfortunate. We'll get it back up there. We'll make it supreme again. Oh.
I'm honestly not sure what the supreme version did because it didn't have that like buff explaining itself.
I'm curious about that now too. Although, I was gonna say, why don't I drop the urn near all of us? Because then I can do that. Yeah, I guess it's once you power it up all the way. That's probably why it is. Oh, let's see. Oh, there's the urn. I'll just keep working on powering it up. Can we go this way? Does the door open? Oh yeah, the door opens this way. Let's go this way.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I ran as fast as I could, but you were going in with half a party.
Oh, I didn't realize that at first. Well, that's my bad.
Yeah.
Probably should have paid a little more attention. I should have, I mean. I was figuring, since this is the one that gave us issues last time, we may as well,
Yeah.
certain, yeah.
I just ran ahead the direction we were going for.
That's fair. No, that's fair. I understand. I wasn't sure if this door was going to open, like it might have been a, door opens later type of deal.
Yeah.
I understand. I appreciate the lyric, Josh. Thank you. No, that's fair. Enjoy watching NASCAR then. Appreciate you being here. I appreciate the lyric. You have a good day then, and God bless if I don't see you later. Okay, I think there was just too many enemies with this one last time. There's a fair amount of enemies here, not gonna lie. If they didn't have the days pads here, it wouldn't be so bad, but the days pads... That's fair for a second, I understand. As I say, I know people are busy, but I do appreciate you being here, so thank you for being here. I get it entirely. I appreciate people being here, because then it does happen to make... Hey, thank you for the follow, I appreciate that. To say, people being here does make it so that I, have topics, so that does help, but obviously, what I'm trying to say is, I'm not forcing anybody to be here, that's what I'm trying to say, and thank you for being here. I stumble over my words. Not intentionally, but it definitely does happen. Or I probably should be fair. Enjoy work then. I understand how that goes entirely. I have to do the same, so I do get it. Actually, how much damage? Where's Togo? Hold on, 1 second. I'm gonna drop the urn. Togo and Menlo, come back. I'm trying to give you a shield for a little bit later from now. Alright, let's we probably, I think that was really the one we needed to bypass. I think we can walk past Shiro to the poison one, and walk past Shiro for the other one this time. I don't think that'll be a problem. At least I'm hoping not.
It might depend on if and where we fight these guys up ahead.
Yeah. Still shouldn't be too bad since we see... Yeah, here they come. That's why I'm trying to use the urn as well once it hits maximum charge, because then once it hits maximum charge, it gives a pretty beefy damage absorption. I think it said it was like 2,000 something? No, I guess it's 327. Even then, it's still not a bad damage absorption, mind you.
Yeah, I think it gets spread across however many people. So
that makes sense. And that probably explains why the spear can be so good. Because if there's only one enemy and you use the spear on one enemy instead of it being split upon multiple people, that makes sense. All right, let's try to bypass this group.
The damage split, so
You don't think it splits? That's fair.
Yeah. 10 to any enemy, it says right now.
Yeah. Then I know that for the squid, it did almost 2,000 damage. That's why I was thinking, since it was, I was thinking it might be split too, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong.
Yeah, it seems to just deal like scaling up to 600 damage.
Fair. Maybe it's like damage that's always critical against enemies or something. I can see that. Yeah, I'm actually kind of curious about.
Knock down a lot.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if there's a threshold damage it needs or levels.
There might be. That's a good question. Excuse me. Alright, I won't have any of my spirits for a second, so be careful as we come in.
Okay. This is a very crowded zone.
Yeah, that's why I figured I should give the heads up. I'll have them here in a second. I'm gonna go ahead and head in now, which should be okay.
I'm gonna try to grab a small group out of that.
Fair.
Not so small, but I can fear a lot of them.
My spears are down at the moment. Once I get this loot skill, that should be much less where my spears are down, so. Not quite fast enough. That's alright. Yeah, if we could take down... Oh, we have two Shuriken Rapiers here now. Where did the second one come from? There's the spirit portals. Okay, we can just start running back now.
It'd feel a lot better if the ranger was actually like dying, but
Yeah. If we can take down the ritualist construct that'll spawn here first in a second, that would be appreciated. Just to make sure that I can get that elite skill finally. Koss, don't do it yet. Oh, okay, Koss is doing it. There's that Shuriken Ranger again. Locking us in. I do think the Shuriken contracts are pretty neat, not gonna lie. Oh, here comes the assassins. Where's the elemental? Yeah,
ritualist starts.
Just sworn there was a ritualist one.
Yeah, well, we saw there was one for each, so there's probably 2 waves.
Yeah. Hopefully, at the very least. Otherwise, maybe I have to run it. We have to run it a second time, and then I will crash.
Yeah.
I mean, it won't be like too bad if we have to, but like, please, I'm begging you. I just wanted one thing from here.
Yeah, I can't even get my own 100 blades.
Yeah. Ritualists just want one elite skill, and it's disgusting. Oh, it might be the explorable version. That's a possibility, now that I'm thinking about it, Tyler.
Oh, jeez.
Which I guess we can come in here real quickly and do that. Why did that look like a war? What? Oh no.
Gone?
Is it randomized?
No. The spear of Archimonus and the urn of St. Victor were destroyed. Let us hope Shiro was as well.
Guess I'll look here in a second.
But he is not gone. You have dealt Shiro a great blow, but he will return.
Then we must prepare.
But how?
Seek out the Kurziks and the Luxons. Together, their combined might will help you topple Shiro once and for all. 200 years ago, the two fought side by side. You must convince them to do so once again. It is the only way to defeat Shiro.
What if the two sides are just too far apart? What if we can't do it?
Then Shiro will win, and the universe will spiral out of balance.
I suggest we split up. I will go speak with the Luxons. Menlo, you must talk with the Kurziks. They respect you.
What should I do?
You too must choose a side. Win the trust of either the Kurziks or the Luxons, and help us bring them together to combat Shiro. With a day's worth of heavy prayers and a little luck, perhaps they will listen to reason.
We will be watching your progress.
Let's hope they do more than just watch.
So it does look like it does share. I looked it up real quickly.
Tell me what will happen.
Unfortunately.
I see the Emperor.
The Emperor? What is he doing?
The Emperor. Ah, he is going to kill you.
No. No. You must be wrong.
I am never wrong. The Emperor fears your great power, and he will kill you for it.
No, you lie.
And now she died.
Heed
Don't
my
kill the messenger.
words.
Yeah.
It will happen at Quan Jun Temple. Beware the harvest ceremony. You must make the choice. Him or you.
What have I done?
I mean, you did bad stuff, Hero. I think we just go out into the middle. Oh wait, there's Jimmy. Maybe we talk there.
Oh,
Journey. Yeah, you take House to Hilter. I take Avalon.
okay.
And hopefully this works how I'm hoping it works. Otherwise,
Yeah, I can take both.
Okay, yeah.
Apparently.
Alright, well. I will still do Journey to Avalon for the time. Maybe you can do both. Anyways, let's go ahead and... Yeah, we can do the Kurzik one real quickly.
Okay. I forgot that we would be traveling together. I was just trying to travel on my own.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
But
I understand.
This is where it was telling me to go.
That makes sense.
I guess I can turn it in first just to make sure that it doesn't, like, override everything for me.
That's fair.
Do you want to leave the party temporarily just to make
Yeah.
sure? There we go. I am ready. The party is moving on. Talk to the Count. Okay, I finished the quest and I still have Journey to Kavlan.
I guess why don't you go ahead and do the Journey to Kavlan real quickly and just see if you can do it. I'm sure it's definitely looking like you can, but it doesn't hurt to go ahead and play it safe at this point. I mean, I can meet you there for that one since I wanted to do the Luxon one anyways. So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Good. Maybe I was misremembering on this part. Would not surprise me that I might have been misremembering. Kavlan, I've missed you. We have giant turtles and giant turtles. Well, I do like Kavlan. I will fully admit it's quite hard to see people's names in Kavlan. Oh, that's right. You have to have 10,000 on faction. I should not have turned my faction in. I forgot about that. Diddle-doo-doo. All right. Well, I guess we'll have to do a couple missions so as to get enough, because it's hard to get alliance battles these days, but why don't we start with Kurzik first, just because I know... Is 100 Blades in Kurzik territory, I guess, or Luxon territory?
It was on the Shiroken that we would have fought, but it is
Yeah.
also on Jaya Bluffs, which is
Let's see.
in the middle
Oh,
of
it's in... Yeah.
Xinjie Island. Only during honorable combat. Oh, that's Ministry of Purity, so that's very far away.
Yeah. That's so interesting that for most of the other Shiroken bosses, they are here. It's just Ritualist they shoved elsewhere for some reason. I don't know why, because, like, 100 Blades is in Sunjang District explorable area. I don't know why they decided, yeah, let's not do that for Ritualist. It's just fascinating to me. Oh well. Sorry, I was looking over that. Did you say you wanted to go do the Kurzik one first, or what were you saying? I apologize.
I didn't really say anything. I was just looking at 100 Blades, which isn't really available for a long time, besides the one mission.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like, I don't know how you access the explorable area of Sunjang District unless you just walk into it, which is possible.
Well, I think that we actually went to the explorable version first.
Oh, did we? It could be.
Yeah, it's south of Zenku Corridor, which is after the...
Oh, you're right, yeah.
Encounter where we switch, or choose between Shiro and...
Yeah, now we probably have access. So if you really wanted 100 Blades, we probably could go do that real quickly.
Well, it's only on the... Oh, it is in both, okay.
Yeah, yours is an explorable. I got unlucky, unfortunately. Mine is not. Should brought me your AirPods. I get how that goes. I have to have headphones on me for work. Because we have to have... Yeah, you can do the elite mission still. Like for the hero armor and stuff. Or for like these missions, the challenges here. Yeah, I was gonna say you should be able to do the elite missions. The only thing that's really hard to do these days is alliance battles and Fort Aspen, the faction stuff. But I think it's doing a little better these days, thankfully. Since now we've been getting new content with Reforged, it has been bringing people in, thankfully. Let me turn this quest in real quickly. Yeah, I mean, the skill that I want is here, so I guess we can... Or not here, but it's like further in. So I'm fine with doing the Kurziks first, just so I can get that skill, because it would be helpful. Oh yeah, you can absolutely do the Deep Intercross's War, and you can also do Malak's the Unyielding. The easiest way to do that without an alliance is to do scrolls. They have scrolls that just teleport you directly to there. And that's how a lot of people bypass being in the guilds that are... Wow, that's a lot of factions still. I don't know if that's the most faction, but... That is a lot of factions still. Interesting. 12 animations. Yep.
A lot of faction. But...
Oh, how you get a lot? Well, as I said, you used to be able to do it from alliance battles, but I mean, we could see if alliance battles are open if you wanted to.
I guess so.
Otherwise, we just would have to do the missions one at a time. So, the alliance battles might be right here. Oh, you can change your alliance at any time. I didn't realize that. Okay. I didn't realize that. Interesting. Okay. Where do you do the alliance battles? So it's been a little bit. Curiously, Quartermaster? No. I'm more used to accessing it from the guild hall, so I'm trying to remember exactly how to access the alliance battles here. I guess I could always go check the wiki, honestly. Probably would be the most intelligent thing to do. So check real quickly. Once again, I don't think alliance battles are actually active at the moment, but... Oh yeah, you have to access a guild hall that's allied with either faction. If you don't have a guest pass to another guild hall almost... Okay, actually, perfect. That works fine. Let's see. Guest... 1 second. Just type it? What do you mean? Not be invited because a character by that name cannot be found. Oh, probably because I see. I think I see. Hold on. Okay. So you should be able to access my guild now as a guest. Let's go ahead and see.
I got an invitation.
Yeah. then I'll go to the guild hall, and then you should still be able. We should still be able to access the Kurzik. Let's say the guild battles are over, or alliance battles, guild battles. Pardon me. Alliance battles are over here. You just go to alliance battles, and just yep. If I can, yeah, nobody's here. That's a shame. I actually like this map. I'm not surprised that nobody's here. But I figured I'd check. I was gonna say, you can't... I guess I'll check to see if the Kurzik side has anybody. I'm going to guess not, but it probably looks like we'll have to go ahead and just do regular missions, unless we go ahead and find the missions. There's PvP, there's other PvP, but typically those were overrun with bots. That might not be the same anymore, but I guess we'll find out. Yeah, the Kurzik side is also not particularly active at the moment. Man, it sucks that alliance battles are not active. Alright, I'll meet you at House of Helter again, and we can just start taking quests.
Okay.
Honestly, the sooner that I do get my elite skill, the better, truth be told. Not that it's all about me, but unless you want to go ahead and get your elite skill first, either way is fine. Unless you're happy with your elite skill.
Fine. I'm probably gonna keep Auspicious Parry for a while at
least.
That's fair. Or at least...
But I guess we'll just take all... That's fair. I guess we'll just take all the quests available.
Yeah. I've got like 6 quests, so that shouldn't even be enough to reach 10,000 though.
Yeah, so there is more quests that you can find. I'm just checking one thing, hold on.
It would be enough with the Luxon, but just because of that daily quest turn-in.
Apparently there's a Discord for alliance battles. I'm kind of curious about it, but I don't know if I really want to join another Discord. So tired of Discords, man. Sorry, I got distracted. Let me make sure I have all the quests, and then I will be good.
Okay.
I don't know if Adele over here is gonna sing to me about the rain and quest. She's not. Or maybe I already have her quest. That's possible. Ultram Ruin. Doesn't look like there... Well, we definitely can't get over here because that's where the Alliance is, and that's how you are supposed to access Urgaz's Warren. Unless there's a second. Maybe Vash is how you talk to. That could be. Yep, he sends you to Urgaz's Warren. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, not the luck, please. I see one more. Oh, I see 2 more quests. Let me grab those, and I will be good to go. May as well just grab all of them while we're here. You said it won't be enough, and as I was saying earlier, I think they did intend you to do alliance battles and stuff, but now that they're not nearly as active, unfortunately. I think that's all of them. Which one do you want to do first, then?
I guess the Beak of Darkness.
Okay. You want that. That's fair. Honestly, it is a pretty cool pet, so I understand. It might be my third favorite pet in Guild Wars, honestly, between the roller beetle and then there's one that's a slight spoiler, so I don't want to talk about that one. Oh,
there's
Fly
another
Master.
clue
Yeah.
or something.
Oh, we just gotta... Okay. You know?
Oh,
I guess...
jeez.
Yeah, as I say, it's a bit of a walk.
Yeah, and I'm carrying something.
Yeah. Hold on. Alright, you can pick it back up. Cool. Just want to double check. It's like, you know, I figured we may as well,
I can swap it around.
I was curious about that, actually. I was like, where'd mine go?
Yeah. It was very loud when I swapped it, too, because it,
Yeah.
like, updated the quest twice.
It does that. Still, I am glad that you can grab them again, because otherwise that would make this quest just not pleasant. Not undoable.
Horrible for warriors.
Yeah. Even just for most people, because, like, obviously, since I'm not an elementalist, having that actual energy still is quite useful.
But does it ruin your energy somehow?
Yeah, because since I'm not technically equipped with a weapon anymore, any energy I get from my weapon no longer applies.
Oh.
So I'm short 15 energy whenever I have something in my hands. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but when one of your skills costs 25 energy, you sure do notice it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we can see what quests take place in Ferndale and just kind of unintentionally vanquish Ferndale so we don't keep coming back to it, and then we can grab an outpost once we're done with that. Oh, hold up. No, I'm on your side. Don't attack me.
It looks like the melodic Gaki flute is the next quest path.
That's fair. We can do that one next then.
Or I guess the first quest.
After the next enemy encounter, do you mind if I have a quick BRB to grab some water?
Sure.
Okay.
Luxons again.
Luxons again. I'm sorry, Luxons, I don't want to kill you.
For the sake of unity, maybe we'll on our quest to help the Kurziks.
Basically. Oh, here come the communists. For clarification, the Dredge are very obviously communist, so.
Okay.
You can talk. We haven't. There was a chance to meet them in prophecies. I know we're planning to do that content still, so I won't talk about them too much at the moment because I don't want to spoil them.
Okay.
Okay, let me grab some water. I will be right back.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Stay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water. Ugh. Where's my earpiece? Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I managed
Sorry
to
about
make it safely to a resurrection shrine.
Hey, that works.
Yep, and
Yeah, sorry about the
just
slight
as you
delay.
got,
Go ahead,
some
sorry.
Dredge showed up as well.
Oh, that's
and I was
fair.
concerned.
Yeah, the dredge aren't too bad. I'd love actually you run Spirit Span Rift. I will once I go ahead and get the lead skill Forsaken. Yeah, just don't have it quite yet. I was hoping to get it with Sunjing District, but it's only a chance that Ritualist Construct shows up. Unfortunately, that chance was not with me this time. But there is a guaranteed drop for it later as well, so... I would love to get my wife into this, honestly, Forsaken. I hear you, and I'd love to go through this with her. I keep meaning to buy a secondary account for my son, actually. You know what? I think I will, if that's alright with you, Tyler, for Nightfall. We might go ahead and try to incorporate him into that, if that's okay with you. He may not be able to be on voice, since, you know, but he could listen, so... And it might be a little bit of a struggle, just, I will give that as a heads up. Obviously, he's 9, so he does not have the best understanding of video games. But I thought it might be something that might be fun to do, so. But we can talk about that when we get there, because we still have a little bit before we actually get to Nightfall, so. Not immediately irrelevant. I got there eventually.
You want to go in that direction, sort of. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, sure. Speak of Darkness.
Yeah. So we need to go deeper in.
Yeah. Let's...
Like, I don't know where it is. Go to this next person on the...
Yeah. We can do that one next. Let's get rid of these supplies so we don't have to hear them pinging every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Because we're already halfway there, but... Oh gosh, that really is a long... How much Kurzik is this for? Not nearly enough. This should have been probably at least 1,000, not gonna lie. Whatever.
Well, it seems like half of the quests are going deeper and half of them are, like, further behind, so we'll hopefully get a lot done.
That's fair. Okay. The other part might be, maybe this one's meant to be repeatable, so they didn't want to make it too strong, but it's like, man, there is better ways to do this. Oh well.
That's a lot of dredge.
Yeah, and there's another boss, too.
Yeah. mantra of recovery from Mesmer's.
Yeah, but neither of us are Mesmer at the moment.
Yeah.
Alright, we should be good. All my spirits are down, so... hopefully... nothing too crazy with them. They are not wanting to die, though, I'll be honest. Oh, there goes one.
Gold for you.
Yeah, it's been a while since I was just thinking it's been a while since we've seen any gold.
Yeah.
One downside is it's rank 12, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
It does still help with the wisdom title. I'd rather just sell it then. Okay. Sometimes it can be worth salvaging weapons to try and get their rare salvage, like the ruby and sapphire daggers. Oh. Obviously, you can have a chance of getting those. I was curious if Chris had anything. Which it didn't have anything bad, but it's like, not enough for me to want to try a better salvage kit. I'll just sell it for money. Honestly, if you had hard mode, since this quest takes us across the map, it wouldn't be a bad idea to vanquish this area, but...
Yeah. Oh, Luxon's on us.
Oh, thank you. Those lovable Luxons, they just want a hug. Me just over here coping because they're attacking us. Admittedly, it makes sense, but at the same time, like... it'd be kind of interesting if the Luxons didn't attack if you were a Luxon. I get why they would since we're in Kurzik territory, but, you know, it would be an interesting mechanic. Speaking of the Luxons again. Careful, careful. The wardens are coming too. I was not expecting them in addition.
Oh.
We must have hit the spirit unintentionally.
Oh geez, more enemies.
Yeah, we should be okay. We've started getting the enemies down now, so it's looking... although those other wardens... Fine. Fine. Bunkuro, don't you dare die on me. Same with you, Ogden. I prevent damage, I don't heal it. I think there's a spirit that's making spells take longer at the moment as a heads up.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't spell, so...
No, that's fair. Admittedly, maybe boon creation does just take 2 seconds, and I've never noticed, because I usually try to cast it outside of battle. But since this battle's been going on so long, it's, I actually noticed it for once. Crystal supplies. Feel the wings.
Direction. So, there's like 3.
I think we go straight.
Okay.
Pardon me. In addition to Guild Wars tomorrow, chat, I am hoping to have at least a 2-hour Sonic 06 stream, because I would like to keep making progress on that. We'll see if that happens, but I am hoping it does. Hi, Thorin. How are you? Doing good? Yeah. Immediately after we finish there's more left. Yep. After we finish these quests, it might be a good idea. I'll wait till oh, get off me! Oh, no, no! Stop knocking me over, please. Thank you. Like, why are you all on me? There's other enemies here. Let me be. Or other people. Hello, Thorin. Are you that thirsty for attention? I mean, I don't mind. It's hard for me to multitask while you do that. I'm glad you're here. Don't be wrong, kitty cat. But it is a little hard to multitask. But you are so cute. You are so cute. Nope. Where'd these come from? I don't think I've ever seen them drop down before. Maybe during the Kurzik mission I did? I don't remember now. Oh no! One of them energy surged for me. They don't get to do that, only we get an energy surge.
We're at the Resurrection Shrine, so presumably we're finally free.
Yeah. Just have to make sure not to go through the portal, at least not yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
what the heck?
We are not in fact free.
The guards and the quest people.
Yeah. The guards are in fact doing nothing. Like, okay. Okay, guards. You a handsome boy? Yeah, you are. You have stinky breath. You have stinky breath. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You do have stinky breath, mister. Okay, Quartermaster Mikhail, take your ding package. Another quest.
For 400 again.
Yep. But this one seems to be mostly along the same path we were just doing, so it's like, you know what? Fine.
Okay. Is the upcoming area not a town or outpost?
It is a town. That's why I didn't want to go that way. Plus, also, if we did that, we want to check for all the quests while we're here. If we went ahead and went into a different area, that would respawn all the enemies. So it's like, well, may as well see what we can all do in Ferndale first. It'll involve backtracking, but there'll be less enemies, at least that way. Hey, these guys weren't here last time. Oh, there's Oni. Honestly, I'm okay with the Oni showing up, because those do have some rarer drops. It's not like a guarantee, obviously, but... Come steal my water, kitty cat? Yeah, you. I'm not surprised. Ooh, excuse me. Gosh, now I have 2 cats here that are very thirsty. Okay. Alright, next quest. Oh, over there. Okay, next part of the quest, I should say. I do find it interesting that charge for warrior is tactics and not strength, but it does make some sense. Since it, you know, technically would be a tactic to tell you to charge at your enemy, but most people just use charge to, you know, run across the map, so.
Yeah, it's times like this where I wish I had just like some out of combat movement.
Yeah.
Before.
I mean, I agree, but it's also probably harder for you since you're doing Mellinger's Accord. So I don't know how accessible that's been for you up to this point.
I think I literally have sprint. It's just
do you?
that,
Fair.
yeah, it's not hard to get. I just don't have it equipped because
No, yeah.
it'll take up a slot to not deal damage.
Yeah, they sort of fix that with a Paragon skill later. There's a Paragon skill that lets you run and does heals you as you run. So it's a neat little skill that's a both end type of deal. It's like, you know, that's pretty cool. Part of the reason why I'm curious about Paragon, admittedly. I will say these traps that only deal don't do damage but just cripple you are a little annoying. I won't deny that.
For some reason, whenever I trigger them, they slow me down, but they don't cripple. It's like
interesting.
It slows me down for half a second and then I'm out of it.
Hey, good for you though. I'll say I would take that. Oh, there's another. Yeah, I may as well go this way and then go to the right real quick. I see there's a boss over there. Get another morale boost. Maybe grab a skill. The spirit speak, which could be a couple different professions. Oh, looks like it's a ritualist. Probably not what I need, though.
Well, he's not fighting us yet, so that's...
That is interesting, because like, I guess he's just by himself, and probably he triggers with this group, but it seems like... Oh, there he goes. Okay, now he's triggering.
They walked forwards.
Yeah.
Signet of Spirits, is that what you wanted?
What do you... Signet of Spirits is a good one. It's not the one I was looking for, but I will grab it, because it is one that I could use for a different build, if I wanted to go for attack. So, it's still worthwhile to grab. Just won't be one that I use for very long.
Yeah. You probably want to go the other way, though, for questing.
Yeah. I do have another ritualist build that I could do.
Yeah. That's the build everyone was doing Devona with
Yeah.
pre-searing.
Understandably so, because even at level 1, this works pretty well, not gonna lie. Like, it's not gonna be amazing or anything, but, like, you know, it functions. It do function. That is a lot of enemies.
Yeah.
Let's grab the dredge so we don't do. Yeah, oh, hold on. Here comes some Luxons out of nowhere.
Fortunately, I don't think they're gonna quest.
Yeah, it would be nice if they were part of the quest, I agree. We have gotten into a precarious situation here. Not expecting the enemies to be that much of a problem, not gonna lie. Revive Dunkro next, since he's the healer, just a heads up.
Okay.
And I'll try to grab you.
Be going towards you now. Then.
Okay. I'll do Gwen next. Dunkro, no! Dunkro, no!
Oh. Why Dunkro is all the way up there.
That is a good question, but we're making it work. We're bringing it back around. So it's fine. It's fine. This is fine. It's not quite how I expected this encounter to go, but everybody is coming back.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we had like 3 groups on top of us now, because it's like, man, it's feeling like
We did. We did
Okay.
something like that, at least.
So that was
I mean, we
much
had Dredge and
Luxons, yeah.
Sure, so it was minimum 2. Oh, I got River.
Yep, I was working on it. We'll do Jin. We can get these Dredge next, and then we can go for that big Luxon group. And after this, Godfather done racing. How are you, Max? I'm never voice chatting. We're doing pretty well. We had a little bit of a spot there for how it was going for a second, but it's doing better. How was racing? How are you doing, Josh? How's your Sunday been? That one. Christmas fun. Sunday's okay. Colin made me feel better. I was like, Mass, I'm sorry to hear you're late to Mass, but I understand how that goes. We were, actually on that note, we were 2. I was up too late last night doing Kingdom Hearts. It worked out okay in our instance, though, because there was a baptism, which is good. Actually, there was like 4 baptisms for children. Due to that, we were not late, quote unquote, because you know, they do the intro for the get food, fair, enjoy food. I understand. Wasn't late, too bad. Got there right before the Gloria. There were 4 baptisms a day too before the mass went to. Nice. I was gonna say, that worked out pretty well then. So that's it's always beautiful to. Always beautiful to have more baptisms. Sorry, I'm gonna grab Flux and Garb and then turn around.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say, I understand how that goes, obviously. And sometimes it can be hard to account for time, honestly. I'm glad that calling him made you feel better. I understand how that goes, too. I do like talking to my godmother on occasion. I don't talk to my godfather as often. Actually, my godfather might be dead. No, he's not. I don't talk to him as much, admittedly. But I had to think about it, because my godmother... It's my aunt, but I was trying to remember if my godfather was her husband. Not in this instance, but it's like, oh, that's right, okay. So I was trying to remember, or maybe it was Uncle. Maybe I'm getting backwards. I'm gonna wait for my spirits to recharge, and then we can probably go in. Okay. We're about 3/4 of the way charged. Should be good here in a second. But basically, I like talking to my godparents, my grandparents. They definitely make me feel better too, and definitely recommend for all those that can talk to your. Go ahead, by the way. Talk to your godparents and grandparents as much as you can, because eventually, at least on this earth, you won't get that opportunity to. That's fair. What are you planning on dinner? I'm trying to eat less today, so I'll just have a sandwich. Though I really want to go get Sonic, but I know I'm trying to eat out less, not more. I was really good during Lent. And then after Lent, I ate, we've been eating out, but I would like to not eat out too bad. Okay, C4 Master Vasha for your reward. Neat. Let's see, artistic endeavors, Melindrew's Hope. Okay. Melodic. Okay, so we can turn that into time. Song and Stone is an Arbor Stone. Okay. The Ancient Forest. Where's the Ancient? Is the Ancient Forest here?
No, it's nowhere.
Oh,
I guess.
We just need to kill. Okay. the Beak of Dark Mirror. Now the Warden's on the march. So I think it's just the Beak of Darkness we need to do, and then we'll go back to turn the other quest, and then go into that. Oh wait, is the Beak of Darkness? Oh,
It's in
I guess it's not. Yeah, it's on a different map, anyways. So okay. So I guess it's just backtracking now. Okay.
Yeah.
Drew, oh, my Godfather's great. He's a pseudo Godfather because he wasn't my sponsor. If had been my sponsor for RCA, then yes, I would have chosen. I'm gonna make salad. That's fair. Salad sounds good. I like Sarah. I like salad. And good. I'm glad to hear that. I understand that. Drew is 7 years older than me before I became Catholic. He was my mentor, and now since he convinced me to be Catholic, then when I left and he convinced me to come back, he's my Godfather. You know, I get it. I was gonna say I'm glad he had you come back, because I know you were talking to me about that a little bit, and it can be hard because I know you've told me a little bit about your situation. I don't want to go into more detail than that without obviously you bringing it up, because I know that we've talked about it, but it's still, I want to be respectful of you is what I'm trying to say. The camera's right here. I don't like, I'm so used to my camera being over here. I know that the setup has changed. I keep looking to where my camera used to be, but the camera's here. Anyways, I'm still trying to be respectful to you is what I'm trying to say, because it's like, even if we've talked about it, sometimes people don't want to talk about it, sometimes they just don't want to, you know, just want to be respectful, so. Remember that now. I don't care what either of us mentioned. It's okay. I was president for a year and a half, came back last month. Congratulations! Glad you're back. And that's fair. No, yeah, I just want to, you know, make sure, Josh, because I was realizing after the stream last night, I wouldn't say I said anything mean about anybody, but I do still try to make people feel welcome, and part of being welcome is being honest and loving and caring. And I don't think I was not that last night, but there's just some topics where I probably could have, and this is just stuff I brought up, not anybody else for clarification, I could have handled better for my aspect, so it's just something I was thinking about in that regards, because like I know I mentioned the Latter-day Saints and Jehovah's Witnesses last night, and both of what I said was true. But that doesn't mean I couldn't have a little bit more tact and care and love with how I said it. So that's just what I was... I've been thinking about that a little bit today, and that's why, I mean, yeah. Not trying to... Yeah, you guys... You can still be right, and then still lose the person by just being unpleasant. It feels so great to be back. I had to let go of my Protestant friends in real life, but I don't care anymore. That's fair, man. It's always good to be careful. I need to work on yeah, I need to work on loving my enemies too. There's a person at the moment that admittedly I don't want anything to do with. I have forgiven said person for what they did. And even though I don't want them in my life, if they ask for help, I still would. Do I want to interact with... Go ahead, sorry.
Just her dialogue is funny, or his, or... Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair,
Of course,
yeah.
I knew you'd be successful. There was that sign last night when the winds grew especially strong in the morning. And I stumbled upon that especially large ring of mushrooms, and there was that pine cone that fell on my head.
I should have read the dialogue. There is so much good dialogue, honestly. There are people in my life like that, most in line. I don't want to interact with them, but it's hard to love them still. Yeah, no, I get that. Like, it's definitely something that I am continuing to work on, because I do want to improve on that. As I said, I'll be there for said person. It's just, said person has shown me their real side, and I don't want anything to do with them. But as a Catholic, it's like, we are called to forgive, and I've forgiven them. And we're also called to help them. So it's like, okay, I am willing to help them. So I get that entirely. Unfortunately, most of mine, oh, that makes sense. Former friends abandoned me too when I reverted, because I probably told this on stream. Admittedly, I was a little overbearing initially, because it's like, and for me, part of it probably is the fact that oh, there's two merchants. My mom, well, actually, I don't know if this merchant hold on, let me see if I can use this merchant. I think we discussed last time I should be able to, as long as it's not a Kurzik merchant, right?
I think it's everybody you can't use.
Yeah, okay, give me a second. I'm gonna go sell some stuff. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we don't need to. I'll be right back. Because we don't both need to go to Cavalon. When did I revert back to Cavalon? Was this before the first time we met it years ago? It was, Josh, about 11 years ago, 10 years ago now. I had to think about it. So yeah, I was gonna say that was quite a while ago. I wasn't really never ever not Catholic in a sense, but I had such a bad understanding of it. My mom is a cafeteria Catholic, so you know, didn't really fully didn't really teach me in the faith as I was growing up. My dad is agnostic and didn't even want me baptized initially. I don't think he wanted me baptized at all, technically, but my mom did win that one. So as much as I do wish my mom had been better in my upbringing in terms of learning the faith, as well as theology, philosophy. At least she had that, and I am thankful for that. And even though I am saying all this stuff, don't get me wrong, I do love both my parents very much, and there is good stuff that they did teach me. I'm not trying to just, you know, badmouth my parents. It's just, I wish that my mom, at the very least, had done more. I can understand my dad's perspective why he didn't. I don't agree with him, but at least with him, I do understand it because... Didn't mean to do that. Oh, that's fine. At least with him, I can understand it, because it's like, to him, it's like he's agnostic, so it's like fair, but it's like I wish my mom was a little bit more solid in her faith, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. I love her very dearly, and I am very grateful for the lessons that she has. And there is good stuff, and at least she did, most of the time, try to make sure we made it to Mass on Sundays. Most of the time. She wasn't perfect about that either. But once again, I still love her. And I'm very grateful for her, but it's like... No, you're fine. Don't worry about it, Josh. Not your fault at all. I appreciate the, I appreciate that. Yeah, lukewarm, cafeteria Catholic. So lukewarm is a decent way to put it, but cafeteria Catholic basically means they are Catholic, but they'll go ahead and pick and choose what they want to follow in terms of what the church teaches. Obviously, one big example for most politicians is abortion. Other examples too, but it's like, oh yeah, I mean, that's what the church says, but I don't need to follow that. So that's basically in regards to that. That's what I mean with cafeteria Catholic. Another name people use for those a lot of the time is CEO Catholics, which means Christmas, Easter only. Basically, they'll only come on those 2 days, which I hope and pray that more people will obviously come, because I do want the best for them. I want them to be having the fullness of God and a better understanding, so... But once again, we do have to do it with love, because being a jerk is not going to help anybody. Oh yeah, I was like that when I was Protestant both times. I was doing drugs and stuff before I mean, I get that. I mean, I was say it's not exactly a secret without going into detail. Lust was one of my biggest sins, and thankfully I have overcome that, thanks be to God. I get that though. It's like you don't think there's anything wrong with it, and then yeah, I understand. Go ahead, sorry.
I need to go back to the house Helter to turn in the one quest.
Oh yeah, I have one of those too. Good point. But I have, yeah, as I say, I have the horn.
Oh, and a new quest.
Hey, at least I'll take, that's something. Well, on the bright side, getting to the conservatory did happen to help with that. If you wanted, we probably could hop over, hold on, to Fort Aspenwood real quickly, because it looks like it's, well, it doesn't have any, as I say, it doesn't have any Cursic faction for getting there, but if you wanted to go see if it's active, so we could possibly do that, we could, or if you just want to keep doing quests, I'm fine with that too.
I think I'm fine with just doing quests.
That's fine. I just figured I'd offer that as a possibility, so okay. I will meet you back at Lutgardus Conservatory then.
Okay.
Aw, that's lame. I don't like that at all. Sorry, I was noticing, apparently, the guild that owns Cavalon at the moment has a secondary Kurzik guild as well. So they own Cavalon at the moment, and they own Luck Artist Conservatory. Because I was looking at that, I was going, wait a second, those names sound awfully familiar. That's kind of lame. I don't think that should be allowed, honestly. It's like, no. Either they're all in or all out. Get out of here, baby. Maybe I'm just being a little bit of a stickler for that one, though. I will admit that. Let's see. So we want to do the beak, and then we... Yeah. Oh, hold on. Seeking Shelter. When did I finish Seeking Shelter? Oh, that one's coming later. That is too far out of the way. So the Beak of Darkness next is what we're working on?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Excuse me.
I am kind of wondering if the ones that go backwards might lead to ones that go forward.
I mean, we could try that. You want to go ahead and try that?
Song in Stone and Arbor Stone.
Alright. We can do Song and Stone. Where do you see Arborstone?
All the way back up north. That's the location, not the quest.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. I understand now. Gotcha. I agree. I try to pray for church unity and less lukewarm Catholics to come back closer to home for my rosaries. That makes sense. I got as real quick. I heard less than. Yeah, I was gonna say it is a hard one, and honestly, that one, exercise and praying and talking to my wife about it did help with that. Interestingly enough, because she didn't know that I. Sometimes she still forgets I haven't had. Well, I don't want to say had. It's kind of like with Alcoholics Anonymous. You don't really want to say had. Because then it's easy to fall off the horse, is what I'm trying to say. Hold on. What if we went from Altram Ruins backwards? That might be a little faster. You want to try that?
Yeah, assuming that's allowed.
But yeah, that's a good point. I think it is, but assuming it's allowed, it is a good call.
It doesn't seem to be. Yeah.
Yeah. This might be the last one, because I know that you said you needed to walk your dog at 5, right? Or right around there?
Just feed.
Okay.
So that can be done quickly. I also wouldn't be opposed to ending at 5, though.
That's fair. I was say at that point we've basically been live for 3 hours. I know I was slightly late because of my son's soccer game. Oh, can we next Sunday start at 12? By the way, is that okay with you?
Sure.
Okay. I have a friend who is getting baptized, but it's a 2-hour car ride, so it's like I still want to stream with you. Because as you said, I have been unintentionally, I haven't, pardon me, let me rephrase that. There just has been enough circumstances where we have missed a lot of streams, and I'm not trying to do that with you.
Yeah.
So I'm trying, because I do like playing with you, I do want to, but it's like, yeah, it does bum me out when we don't get the opportunity, because it's like, unfortunately, yeah. So, I hear what you're saying. I'm just, yeah.
It feels like half of them have been me being sick as well, so...
Yeah, but that, I mean, that happens. It's like, yeah. You can't control being sick, you can't control getting old, and I know that for me, my back is, the problem there. Welcome back, Josh. Yeah, I was gonna say, I forgot to... We should be good now. Ads run for 3 minutes every hour or so, that way we don't have to go ahead and sit through ads multiple times, because it's like, that's just annoying for... Yeah, I know, I'm just explaining. I like, I like explaining.
It's kind of funny, the quest marker tells us that they're gonna pop out.
I mean, it's supposed... Yeah, I guess that we're just looking for them, yeah. There's a stone slinger over there. I see one now.
So we're supposed to find them and then protect them?
Looks like it, yeah.
I was wondering why we didn't seem to have any right now.
how does this game compare to Guild Wars 2? I like both games for different reasons. I prefer Guild Wars 1 more, Josh, because of its story, and I like the gameplay for Guild Wars 1 more. Guild Wars 2 is more WoW-based, I would say. Haven't played either, but you want to get into an MMO? Well, if you're interested, you can always join Tyler and I on Mondays and Sundays for Guild Wars. Probably would be best to wait until we do Guild Wars Nightfall, which is the next campaign, just because we are fairly far into factions at the moment. Let me see how far we are. More than halfway. Otherwise, I'd say, I mean, you could technically, if you wanted to catch up, you could. Guild Wars 1 is getting updates again, but Guild Wars 2 is fun. Guild Wars 2 is more World of Warcraft-esque, whereas I would say that Guild Wars 1 is its own unique thing for the most part. It's kind of a mix of Diablo, somewhat, with Magic the Gathering. Probably the best way for me to describe it. You have instances, you go out and... Is those substance? I'd like to go ahead and kill this group too, just to make sure they don't come over here and kill them.
Okay. Yeah. The thing that's like unique about Guild Wars 1 is that basically every character you fight is essentially has the same like skill rules as you do, and you're allowed to have like 8 skills out of some like hundreds of from your 2 different like character types or professions, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, and there's just so much mixing and matching. The only downside to Guild Wars 1 these days is because for 15 years we didn't have updates, even skill updates. The meta is pretty laid out in stone. If you don't look up the meta, it's fine. You can go ahead and still have fun customizing things. Admittedly, I do look up the meta because I do like going ahead and having a smooth ride, I'll be honest. But it's, yeah, Guild Wars 1 is beautiful design. And honestly, I do like Guild Wars 2. I think it's fun. I like the jump puzzles, but I'd be lying if I said the story was even as good. So, Guild Wars 1's story is more basic, which is fine. Basic does not equal bad. But you can basically predict a lot of the plot points that are going to happen for Guild Wars 1. But it's still fun, and you can tell that they loved what they were doing. Meta's only really needed for PvP things, too. Yeah, PvP, and I would say hard mode. I don't even know if I'd say it's needed for hard mode, but it does make life easier. Like Mesmer Way, and a couple other things. As you said, it's not necessary, but it does make life simpler. So I do hear what you're saying. Like, Tyler, and honestly, they, in some sense, and Tyler's a good example of this, are discouraging meta builds with Melindrews. D-Way, I remember being disgusting. Urson Way was the most disgusting. I miss Urson Way so much. Oh, I loved Urson Way because I used it. But in some sense, they are discouraging meta because with Tyler, he's doing Melindrews Accord, which is a new mode to Guild Wars 1. It only lets you can't use like skill signets or anything like that, like you can for most other characters. You have to go ahead and find everything. You can only use new crafting materials. You can't access your bank, etc., etc. There's a lot of stuff that they are trying to encourage, so as to somewhat, I don't know if I'd say break the meta, but have it slide by the side. So you still can, and it just takes more grind, but it is something that I do happen to actually appreciate because it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Basically, like 80% of the rules are like, if you were to create an account today, this is what you would start out with on this one character.
Yeah.
And then there's like a little bit that's like, I guess a big part of it is just not. It's like if everybody else quit creating accounts both at the same time. So you can only rely on yourself. You can't rely on previous progression from other characters. So, like,
nope.
You can't just have elite tome and elite skill to, like, start out with the best elite skill. You have to actually earn it by killing an enemy with said elite skill.
Yeah.
Which is how you originally got that.
We'll have to be careful. We lost 2 out of the 8 Stone Singers, so we have 2. We have 6 live total. We'll just have to be careful and make sure the last 4, 3 of them at least stay alive. Discord Necro can be used still, right? Yeah, Discord way is not as preferred, but it is still fun, and just because it's not as preferred, you know, it's still it's yeah. It's mainly just because people found out how broken Mesmer were, is really why Discord way is no longer preferred. They did do a little bit of stuff that changed Discord way slightly, so that is part of it too, admittedly, but it's mainly just because of how dang broken Mesmer is. Yeah, Mesmer broken, who would, yeah. People just, you know, cracked it open, though, and it's like most, yeah. Older brother made the Urson Way farming Northwood. Yeah, I was gonna say, I love that. I'm having some OCD choosing MMO, always had it, but I guess I could play multiple MMOs, it's just a lot of money. Well, that's the thing about Guild Wars. It's not a lot of money. For Guild Wars 1 or Guild Wars... Yeah, for Guild Wars 1 or Guild Wars 2, once you buy the expansions, that's it.
Yeah.
Which is what I really appreciate about it, honestly. Yeah,
I think Guild Wars 2, eventually you'll need to buy more things because expansions are still coming up, but Guild Wars 1, unless they start to add more expansions, a game you literally have like a cap on how much you can spend because you can only buy like the stuff or the expansions of like some cosmetic changes and
cosmetics, you can buy inventory increases. There is stuff, but it's like it's not anything that's necessary. I'd probably say I'd probably say the most quote-unquote necessary, hold on, I'm gonna turn Tyler up a smidge. The quote-unquote most necessary, I'd probably say, hold on. And there is no power creep because the maximum level is 20. That's a good point then. Yeah, I was gonna say, even Guild Wars 2 does have some power creep is the unfortunate part. Wait. Oh, okay. Guild Wars 2 does have some power creep because they do keep pushing better and better armors. There is some power creeps in Guild Wars 2, unfortunately. Of course, yep, I was gonna say, it's basically just, you've heard of Fashion Souls for Dark Souls. Pretty similar. Guild Wars 2 is mostly about fashion once you hit level 20. Yeah, legendaries, because there was Ascended for a while, Forsaken. It was like, you know, maximum was heroic, then Ascended, and then after that it's legendary armor, which is somewhat new. And then you can go ahead, there's like some bits and bobs that keep pushing it slightly further and further, so I wouldn't say it's an awful power creep for Guild Wars 2. Yeah, because I have legendary weapons as well for Guild Wars 2. I can't remember which ones I have. I have the Bifrost, I have the Dagger, and that might be the 2 I have. Can't remember what else I have, but it's like... Honestly, the main problem with Guild Wars 2 is the story did get worse. They decided to start pushing ideas that were bad. Not to get into too many spoilers, but literally for one of the big bads of the game, as you were killing him, they decided to go, LOL, he's insane, by the way, as if that's a good reason why you should feel bad for him. It's like, brother, I have no sympathy. You dropped this on me at the last minute. I care not. But it's meant to be something that's, you know, sad, and it's like, yeah, the infusions, but they're not insane. Yeah. But as I said, it's just, you know, stuff that does start stacking here and there, where eventually... let's go grab this group before we spawn here. Because I think that's what part... Yeah. And it's just, there's other stuff to Guild Wars 2 where it's like... Especially since the humans in Guild Wars 2 are supposed to be on the verge of extinction. And obviously you wouldn't know that because with every MMO, they try to make something cool that people won't play as humans. Never gonna happen. People always want to play as humans in MMO because it's like, I can go ahead and make something different for me, but familiar, and people like that. And just them going ahead and the plot for Guild Wars 2 about how many humans are not trying to propagate the race, basically, isn't. There's so many writing flaws. It just drives me nuts. I would say post Path of Fire for clarification. A little bit with season 1 of Living Story, but it just kept getting worse and worse.
Your spirits are being accosted by Luxem.
Yeah, which is kind of good because we got some coming from behind, so I'm okay with that in this instance. Here they come. Yeah, for min-maxing it does mess with a lot of content then. Really, I just argue Zerg. Yeah, but you definitely can. The gameplay is probably the best part of Guild Wars 2. It's just the story has gotten so bad, it's just aggravating. But that being said, I probably will buy Guild Wars 3 when it comes out, just because I am curious if they can fix it.
Gotta go south way.
Yeah, we didn't need girl bossing from the Return to Factions for that campaign for Guild Wars 2. It's just... I don't know what they were thinking. What were they thinking? Gonna take you back to the past. Anyways, have all the best infusions I'm fine with. It wouldn't save you from a 30 stack of us hitting you. That's, yeah. Especially for World versus World. Get hit with 15 illusion shatters from mass. Yeah. Even in Guild Wars 2, mesmers are still pretty good. It's definitely a lot more balanced in Guild Wars 2 than Guild Wars 1, however. Oh, I don't think we can go this way. Oh no.
Yeah. You hit a dead end.
Yeah. I also find it interesting for Guild Wars 2 how they were trying to get rid of dedicated healer, and eventually they somewhat caved. People definitely want to have... People like healing. And I don't think that's what they or they thought about when they were trying to get rid of the dedicated healer. People... Oh, not another one. People like healing.
I honestly have no idea how we're supposed to get over there.
I think we gotta... Yeah, go up... Yeah, go up a log. Want to be a monk so bad. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's so many people that actually want to heal. And in my opinion, I'd rather play DPS, which is fine, Josh. I don't think that's a bad thing, but I'm just... To remove healers in general is a bad play, because there is people that like to heal. I like to heal. I don't know if I'm very... Like, for Final Fantasy XIV, I like to heal. For Guild Wars 2, I like preventing damage. I don't like healing. Or for Guild Wars 1, I should say, not Guild Wars 2, pardon me. But maybe that'll change with Paragon, because I'm curious about. We'll see when we get there. Tank is fun too, yeah, I was gonna say, tank and healer in Final Fantasy XIV are the two that I happen to particularly like for 14. I do like DPS as well, but there is something about... They did a good job with 14 for the healer and tank, honestly.
Oh.
I'm just looking around because I'm trying to figure out where to go.
Yeah.
I haven't played much of...
Up here, which might be the right way.
It's fair. I haven't played much of Paragon yet, Forsaken. I haven't played as much of the Dervish. I never got into the Dervish. And Paragon, I tried, and then haven't enjoyed it as much, which is why I have been appreciating going through this with Tyler, because when we get to Nightfall, I'm going to run to Paragon. Because my mains, I'm hoping, will be Paragon, Ritualist, Elementalist, and Warrior. I need to do a little bit of maintenance on my Elementalist. So I did remove the runes from my Elementalist in order to fund getting my Warrior up to speed. So eventually I gotta go ahead and get my Elementalist back up to speed. Because this is back when, you know... I mean, Mesmer runes are still expensive, just not as expensive as they were then. Anyways, using boost attacks for preventing damage. Yeah, I was gonna say, Paragon seems super fun, and I am looking forward to playing it. Dervish is probably my favorite outside Necromancer. Interesting. I've just never gotten into Dervish, but I'm not opposed to trying again. But I do want to do Paragon again, because Paragon seems so interesting to me. Yeah, let's get these dredge.
with the same idea as last time.
Yeah, get all of the enemies around again.
They definitely were avoidable term.
Yeah, they were.
2 deaths from losing.
Yeah.
Such a long mission.
Yeah, because this is particularly long, as you said. The shouts and anthems can make or break your team in some content without going about it. Yeah, I was gonna say the shouts and shouts, anthems, and shout. Yeah, I would say somewhat similar for warrior in some instances, because there's some really good shouts for warrior. Obviously. 1 second, you need to focus.
I've heard of like it's called like Imbagon. That's just like warrior paragon or something, and they just have really powerful shouts. I don't know what's included in that because I'm kind of intentionally hiding myself from meta, but
which is good because as I say, you don't. It's more fun to go ahead and make your own build, so I understand that entirely.
It does seem fun in theory to just be like 15 shouts that never end. You're out.
Yeah.
Or 8, I guess, is the maximum.
Yeah, honestly, and it's so interesting because obviously you can't remove shouts or anthems or chants, if I'm remembering correctly. It's kind of fascinating that you can't because of, I wouldn't say they're broken, but they're very beneficial.
Yeah. They're defensive or at least for warrior, some shouts are very defensive, and
yeah,
that's good that you can't remove the defense option. I've been using Watch Yourself, which is like
watch
20 armor for 10
Watch Yourself is just so good, honestly. Let's see, Impa Warrior was unkillable with minimum maintenance. Yeah. They affect, I was gonna say they affect all allies, and even your minions in spirit. Yeah, I was gonna say it's just, they're so good. You interrupt some of the stronger ones because you had to chant. That's true. That is true, but you can't remove them like you can enchantments or, I guess that's the main thing. You can't remove them like enchantments, which is interesting.
Yeah. It's like enchantments were the default and sort of hexes as the counterpart, but then everything else is like there's maybe a few very specific removal options you get.
I think there's more prevention than removal.
That too.
So to say, there's some that disables you from being able to do shouts, and then, as Forsaken was saying, it's active. You can only try to stop. Yeah, you can only try to stop the activation. Exactly. So like you can interrupt it, but you can't remove it. It's kind of like emblems of Magic the Gathering. I'm thinking about like you can prevent the emblems from being made, but once they're there, sorry.
Like I think warrior or ranger might have some stance, but
stance removal you can do, but shouts and chants you can't. You are correct about the stances though. I have used a little bit of stance removal. You don't see stance removal that often, but it is a thing. It is a thing. That is a fair thing to mention.
We're still not done.
Nope. Boss Dervish was beautiful. I've heard that.
In the actual Arborstone mission.
This is longer than the actual Arborstone mission. That's a lot of enemies.
Oh yeah, all at once. Can we just circle around or something?
We probably... Oh, too late now. Here they come. Oh, there goes Ogden. Ogden, please don't die. Oh. There goes Dunkel. They are absolutely focusing down the healers. I'm gonna back off. It's mainly that turning attack, which is super annoying, not gonna lie. No assassin worth the title would run any build without Wild Strike for the offhand strike attack. Yeah, okay, that's a good point, actually. I forgot about that. Turning right, thank you, yeah.
They are surrounding us heavily. I don't know if you can even reach a resurrection, and if you did, you would just bring them to you.
No, it'll be fine. It will not be fine. Well, if I die, I die, and then we just have to go from a resurrection shrine. Removing with any speed increase and knocks you down 2 or used to. I bet it still does. That sounds correct.
They seem to be retreating back, but
slowly.
They're further ahead than they started.
Yeah. Wonder if I should just go ahead and run in and respawn, honestly.
Maybe that would bring us to a better location, like if we went back to the original Resurrection Shrine, or...
Yeah, they're starting to move back now. Alright, we'll just give it a minute, I guess. Death penalty is not necessary? Yeah.
Fortunately, I don't think we have anything to remove death penalty like clovers.
No, but we can go ahead and just, kill the enemies. It's fine. I was hoping for
these guys are like constantly standing right there.
Yeah. Nope, no amber. For the shot though. Yeah, they probably should have seen a fate. Yeah, I was gonna say, no, none of that, unfortunately. Probably should have had. I have some on my warrior, but not on this character. I mean, they're just wanting to stay right there, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I might be dead here. We'll see.
I'd be surprised if he lives. But good luck.
I was thinking I could move around them, but that didn't. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, it feels like they were just all bunched up, and they shouldn't have been bunched up when we got to them. So it feels like they're spread out now how they're supposed to be.
Maybe. At this point, I do feel like it might just be better to die and then go from Resurrection Shrine on the other direction, almost.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'll be sad to lose Survivor again, but in this instance, I think you're right. I'll just deal with it. Yeah, now it wouldn't be a problem, because, now these enemies are...
Oh, geez. We have never been over here.
Oh, we were... Alright, we're here now. I guess we'll go fight the enemies from here?
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like the best,
This was a thing that happened a lot in pre-searing when I was exploring the dungeon on my own.
Yeah, I'm trying to... Well, it looks like the next closest Resurrection Shrine was quite a ways back, so that's probably why they did it. Alright. Fair enough. Pardon me.
Like with that pre-searing, going to the dungeon, I had to go through... Or I thought I had to go through, like, an area that had, like, 12 char when you have a group of, like, just yourself in that case.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Oh, this has the same issue here.
What, or social cool, or yards. Yeah, I was gonna say, snatching is a good idea.
But then I got, like, resurrected on the other side of a bridge.
Yeah. I say that is a good point, actually. They did add a new dungeon recently, Forsaken, to pre-searing, of all places.
Yeah, apparently they're going to port a version of it to Searing as well.
Interesting. I would be curious about that.
I think it was like a side note in the update. Notes
That's
that
fair.
like eventually this will be coming to post-searing.
I am curious for that. Well, yeah, because otherwise we won't have access to it. And I was telling Tyler that it was funny. Guild Wars 1 got a new dungeon, which people thought was dead before Guild Wars 2 did. I was telling Tyler it's because the Guild Wars 2 dungeon team basically left after launch.
Yeah.
It's still crazy they never tried to go ahead and fill that role.
Ooh, Stone Weaver. Is that like Elementalist
Elementalist
boss?
is my guess. Elementalist or Ranger. Oh no, neither.
That's blue. Monk, if you have a monk elite you want.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll find out. Oh, careful. I think
Shield
Rebirth
of
is the other skill that is steady location. Yeah, Rebirth is pretty good. I think you need to just be level 7 Forsaken. Actually, the dungeon scales with your level, but I do think they do recommend level 7 though. I might pull back Tyler, yeah. I think we gotta get the small enemies down first. Oh, not that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it scales with your level. Does it encourage going for the Legendary Defender Bastion? It encourages it enough, and it's not too bad. It was a little bit harder for Tyler and I, because we did it with a party of 2. I know that sounds weird, but Pre-Syrian Ascalon can have 4-player parties now.
Yeah. And it's definitely designed around having a decently large group of people.
Yeah, definitely encouraged, because you can even get a hero now in Pre-Syrian Ascalon.
Yeah. Devona is now a hero as well as a henchman.
Yeah. A henchman.
She's not a henchman in Pre-Syrian, there's only the one hero version of her, but
I didn't notice that drop. It's been a while. I don't think we've seen a gold drop. Or not a gold, but a green drop for us yet.
yeah.
Unfortunately, it's for Monk, which I do not... Although it's not a bad one for Monk. Honestly, maybe I'll just slap it on to Ogden here. Have casting time of protection for spells. Have skill recharge of spells. Enchantments last, hold on one second. I'm gonna focus.
So it's a protection caster weapon.
2-person party is the most Pre was about before. Yeah, it was, and that's why it's like it's crazy that it's 4 now. Cause it's like it. There, I would say it definitely is encouraged for the dungeon, but not necessary. But it's like, dang, that's fascinating to change that.
You personally also don't have any new skills as a player, but Devona is allowed to, and even starts out with an elite skill.
That's true.
She has all the same restriction heroes do and do not have.
Yeah. People have been,
gets elite skills.
Yeah. People... Oh, hold on, there's some enemies below us. I guess we can kill them from here.
And she's the only Pre-Searing, like, that can use the Ritualist or Assassin or stuff like that. Though she is
will never die.
She uses it poorly.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm glad that it's... Guild Wars is crazy. I'm gonna have to go back to... Yeah. As I said, I really prefer Guild Wars 1 more than 2, honestly. It's just... It's just mainly because of the story for 2. Story's 2 story just makes me so sad. Not in a good way. But yeah, the fact that they keep giving us content is really appreciated, honestly. Oh, there's some Stone Singers over there. We'll probably have to save them eventually, I guess. I guess it's a good thing we're clearing. You wanted to play tank? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I would... Yeah, careful.
I don't know what just happened, but I got hit by like 3 shockwaves at once.
There's 2 bosses side by side. That is my guess what happened. Because Craw Stone Reap is right behind him.
Yeah. It was literally like the elite skill shockwave happened 3 times on me.
Oh, interesting. I do wonder about that then.
I don't know what shockwave it is.
Never gave us Tengu. They might give us Tengu for for Guild Wars 3, but they may not. I don't remember how they treated the Tengu in you know, the Return to Factions. I would assume not well.
There's another stone group.
They have announced Guild Wars 3. It's in the development stages, and if you, and I remember for Guild Wars 2 that it took them a while to do even Guild Wars 2, and then they had to go back to the drawing board. That could be a couple years. The fact Cantha was withheld for so long, I lost my love for it. Yeah, it was really... If they had given us Cantha earlier, I think it would have helped. But them tying it to Marjorie and Casimir and Marjorie, I don't think that helped. I think it made it worse. We got hit by Dang.
It does seem to be designed around that, though.
Yeah.
I only took like 40 damage per shockwave.
That so makes sense, yeah. As bad, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, there was a while I was part of an alliance that actually did help hold Luxon territories. It's been a long time, though, for that. Long time. They just Dervish Clash 2 for what? I don't know, I was disappointed. They let me down a lot. Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah. Oh, the cat left. Hold on. There we go. I didn't realize until now the cat left. I think we're back at the beginning of the map now.
Yeah.
That's alright. That's fine.
I'm still in the habit of holding my mission map open, and so I can see we've basically circled the current quest marker, but we haven't reached it.
Yeah. We're getting closer, though. I was expecting the same vision, just better mechanics, and set in the future with a new story of us versus dragons stuff. Yeah. It would have been fine if it had been a good story of us versus dragons, but just what they gave us was not ideal, unfortunately. But I would even, as I said, up to Path of Fire. I enjoyed Path of Fire. I know not everybody did. I actually think Path of Fire was fine. I think post Path of Fire is when it really got into going nuts with Palo Joko, honestly. And then just, as I said, there was some hints of it with Living Story Season 1. But just, it kept going worse and worse. Something that required the races to come together, but was feeling like a lot of it was a lot of political BS, honestly. There was a lot of DEI in Guild Wars 2, and that just is like, please, can you just tell a story? Can you please just tell a story? That's all I want. That's all I want.
I don't think either of us are hitting each other.
No, that makes sense. I think, basically, Vec and, Wen can hit. That would be about it.
Yeah.
Now, how do we get to the next one? Because there's no one here.
Oh, we're done.
Is it done?
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, cool. Alright.
That was the longest ending to get that nothing happens
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah, it's like, boy, I would have loved that it would have been done earlier. But that's fine. It's fine.
Alright. We fought 2 bosses, but only after we finished the mission.
Yeah. I wish we would have fought the bosses No, I think we fought like 4 bosses, didn't we?
I don't know.
Was,
oh yeah, I guess
yeah.
once and one before them.
Yeah, it was like
I'm not sure if it was 4.
Yeah, but that's fair. You gonna give us a new quest? No? Okay, good. We'll be back tomorrow with more guys, because we are still working on getting the 10,000 faction, and the worst part is we're gonna have to do this again for the Luxons, but I mean, you know, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal.
Less Luxon though, because of that daily mission.
Well, you need to do less Luxon. I didn't think about that, so I turned in some, unfortunately, which was my fault, and it's like I didn't think
You
about
did
it, and then went, oh,
mention it.
yeah. But I mean, I'm still sitting at 5,000 or 3,000 Luxon, so it's not like it's an awful grind. It's just, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. That will do it for today. I'm going to get off. Thank you for joining me, Tyler. I appreciate it.
Thank you as well.
You make sure you have a good day, and God bless.
Yep.
Bye. One second, I'm checking one quick thing, and then I'm going to. This one, anyways, I'll do that later. I'm going to go ahead. There has to be politics. Need to trace I mean, a little bit, yeah. I mean, definitely has to. I mean, I suppose they have their own hierarchy, economy, etc. So there has to be at least a little bit, but I don't even think they did that well, honestly. It's like, you have a great night too, Forsaken. I'm going to see if we're going to raid into somebody real quick. Give me 1 second. I will be back tomorrow with more Guild Wars and maybe some other stuff. You know, let's go ahead and raid into young Blake. He's still alive. We can do that. He's doing Lego stuff. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Why does he have thick thighs as one of his tags? I'm gonna raid him anyways. Raid to the max will be the raid call. So you make sure you all have a wonderful day. God bless and Pax Bonum. Thanks for being here, everybody. Appreciate you being here. God bless.